How's it going? My name is Delaney Farmer. I'm an athlete trainer, massage therapist, and today I'm going to be coming to you with a new tool that's out in the market. We have plenty of tools out there that are like cupping, stretching, compression, scraping, heating. There's a lot of tools out there. But today we're going to be talking about a new tool that's combining two resources of scraping and heating with the Achedaway Scraper. I'm excited to talk about this for you, so let's check it out. Okay, so this is the Achedaway Scraper. It just came out as of this October 2022. I'm very excited that it just got released. You got your nice little carrying case and three simple items that are in the box. Obviously, you got your scraper, you got your Type C power cord, and then the manual. Three simple things in the box. So here is the Achedaway Scraper. I love it. Power port right here, just a little plastic piece, comes undone with attachment and charge away. It's nice and snug in there. You got your power button here. By holding it down, it turns on with the 1.1 seconds. There you go. And on this screen, you're going to have your power, the remaining power of your battery, and then the temperature of the unit. So the temperature has three settings. We got the 40 Celsius. Touch it again, 45 Celsius or 50 degrees Celsius. If you're looking at Fahrenheit, we're looking at about 104 degrees Fahrenheit, 113 degrees Fahrenheit, and 122 degrees Fahrenheit. Also, with the heat, there is a micro vibration. So you could probably, as I get closer, you could hear it. So there's a micro vibration going through the unit into the skin. Turn it on, 1, 2, 3, turns it on, hold it down, turns it off. So as simple as that. You could grab it when it gets hot, but it gets to a point where it can get uncomfortable. I have yet been able to hold it to the point where the person feels uncomfortable, which I'll get that here shortly. So 3 levels of heat. The weight is slightly under a pound. It has a good feeling to it. It doesn't feel like it's cheap plastic. It is plastic here, but it doesn't have that cheap feeling plastic. It feels quite solid when I'm working with it. The blade itself feels like it's a good type of metal. Again, doesn't feel cheap. There's another unit on the market that's been out there for a little bit, and that one just feels gimmicky and cheap, and I do not like that at all. First time I held this, I was like, wow, this feels good. Yeah, when I first saw it, it looked like a coat hanger without the hook, but after playing with it, it actually feels good in the hands, and I'll show you some videos here afterwards of me actually using it. So it does feel good in the hands. I'm actually quite impressed with it. It has a good weight to it, balance. I can, scrape with my hands, either side, both sides for some deeper work. Hold it with one hand and get on the corners. Let's talk about the corners here. So starting with, we have 3 types of blades. We have a slight concave blade here. And then over here we have a sharp metal edge. And then on here we got the convex edge. So 3 types of blades. I have found that on the edge ones, they do get warmer when I'm working on area specific stuff because it's more concentrated on the edges versus broadened out. So therefore you got the 3 blades it has. Battery life lasts about 2 hours. So that's a good amount of time to use it, travel with it. So that's pretty much in a nutshell of the shape of it, the blades, the battery, the temperature. A scraping tool that has heat, and it is amazing. Okay, so my impressions of this tool. Again, about 4 or 5 years ago, there was another tool on the market It had heat, it had like a stem to it. I bought it, and honestly, I didn't like it. It had a plastic touch to it, too light of a feel, no weight behind it, and the blade was like, it did feel like a cheap plastic. So I was bummed to see that out there, not doing what I wanted to do and how it felt. But I've been asking for something like this, talking about it, and this one company, Achedaway, they came out with one. And when I felt it, used it, it did not disappoint. I was very happy with the tool so far. It feels good in the hands. You know, it has some little grip here, holders here for tactile sensation, gripping wise. It has a good weight to it. It's not too heavy, but good enough to be able to use in different parts of my hands if I want to use it one-handed or two-handed, or use it like a pencil grip and try to do small areas. Even though, like I said, it does look like a coat hanger without the hook, for something that at first looked too big, I actually think it's a pretty good size. You could have it some size to it because you got to have the batteries in it for the last 2 hours. So practically wise, it does work, and I enjoy it. How hot does it get? It does get warm. If I was to hold it, I have to take my hand off of it. It gets pretty warm. When I'm working on a client, they say they can feel it, but it doesn't get to the point where it gets hot. Now, if I just left it in one spot, I'm sure they're going to feel it, but I haven't tried that because I don't want to injure my athletes or any of my clients. But it does get warm, and when I'm working on the small area specific stuff, they felt it a little bit more. But out of scale 0 through 5, I think I got up to a 3 so far, which is fine. You're feeling it, but you're not feeling it, if that makes sense. I'd say, talked about, there are some micro vibrations, so you're going to hear it, you're going to feel it. My interpretations with that, or my feelings, is it's okay. It's not why I bought this. I don't have a strong feeling towards it. It is what it is, but for me, I'm here for the heat, so I'm just going to move on. But there are micro vibrations in this tool going into the tissue. And finally, it's just a tool. I have cup tools, I have compression tools, I have scraping tools. This is just another tool to add to my tool bag. But adding heat to it, I'm definitely looking forward to adding this to my tool bag that I'm going to use more often when I reach for a scraping tool. So there you go, quick little video on the Achedaway Scraper. I personally like it. I'm glad it's part of my tool bag, and if you like scraping and you like heat, I think you'll like it. So there you go. Thank you for watching.